Oh my lord. I took a cycling class the other night because my best friend works for Soul Cycle. And oh my god, are my thighs on fire. Ladies, gentlemen, select gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. On record, there is this light that is coming through my window that is shining on me that I literally can't escape. Yeah, no, there's no escaping it. So we're just gonna have to live and deal because right here is where the lighting is at. So we are nearing the end of October, which if you ask me, I personally think that's insane because I could have sworn that September just ended. Like, wasn't it yesterday morning that I woke up Green Day? Nonetheless, October is pretty much over. That's canceled. That's done. And I'm okay with that because I personally am not a fall person. And this isn't a jab towards all of my pumpkin spice latte drinking, Glade apple cinnamon air freshening, jump in the yellow leaves, brown sweater weather wearing aficionados. Your girl is just a spring summer kind of girl. But regardless of my distaste for October and all things fall, I still wanted to bring you guys my very first favorites video. And being that this is my first favorites video, there's going to be a few products in here that aren't necessarily from October, but they are some of my favorite products that are tried and true and goof proof. So I'm going to add them in there for you guys just so you could see some of the things that I love. So if you guys are interested in seeing my first favorites video and favorites for October, stick around and let's get to it. My first favorite of the month is something I bought for the end of September for my trip to Texas. And because I'm finding that I'm traveling a lot more recently than not, and I wanted something that could keep all of my stuff together and would be under TSA regulations that I could bring on the plane just to have as like a carry-on and just to have as a cute accessory for like everyday casual wear. So I went ahead and bought myself a Michael Kors medium zip Rhea bag. I've been going through this really weird phase where I kind of like being a little bit more casual, but still being very me. And what screams me more than pink? This one I bought not from a Michael Kors store or an outlet. I actually got this one off of eBay. I swear by eBay. Like, I have been ordering for them from years and they have never done me wrong and I've never gotten scammed. Truly, honestly, do it. It's not that foolish. I had to eBay this one because this kind of color is not in season. I love it because it has all these compartments. I don't like to use a lot of purses anymore. I don't really carry a lot of stuff with me. I like to travel really lightly. But because I knew I was going to be traveling around on a plane, I wanted something where I could kind of just carry on and it would be easy to get into. This was definitely one of my favorite things that helped me switch up my routine. While we're on the topic of fashion, my second favorite is something I've been living for since it started getting colder in California, and that is oversized sweaters. And what I love about oversized sweaters is that they are comfy, they're cozy, you can move around in them, but you can also still dress them up and still be really cute in them if you know how to tailor it correctly. The first oversized sweater was bought again at the end of September when I was doing all of my shopping for my trip. This one was from H&M and it is this New York kind of like purpley lavender with a hint of pink oversized sweater, and this one was just hanging on its own and it just happened to be an extra large, and I said to myself, yes, give it to me, push through oversized sweater. And even though I've only been to New York once, I still loved like the print of it and how big it was. I'll wear this kind of like out, or sometimes I'll even wear it to bed when I just want something big to wear and not much else. And if you guys have seen my video vlog from the Selena event, I wore this when I came back to the event before getting scammed with just a pair of heels and a choker, and it was like the cutest thing ever. And this one again was from H&M, and ladies and select gentlemen, this was only $10, not even on sale. I almost bought a second one because I'm like, yes, push through New York. And as much as I love my New York oversized sweater, I couldn't forget to show love to California, my home. And so I bought this oversized sweater from H&M that says San Francisco, which I'm kind of mad because I thought it said San Francisco. I personally kind of wished it just said San Francisco, but I think it's super cute. And I love it most because I love the black writing on top of like the black fabric. This is what I wore in my I got scammed in Texas video. And I paired this with like a diamond choker and knee-high boots, and I love it for like going out but still wanting to be casual. This specific sweater is actually from the men's section in H&M that I saw. And when I first saw it, I almost bought it for like $40, but I'm like, girl, I'm gonna wait for this. And when I remembered that the sweater existed and I went back to H&M to go buy it, it was actually on sale for $20. So I was like, push through discount. Lord, you know I'm on a budget. And then when I went to the register to have it rung up, she was like, oh, this is gonna be $10.86. And I'm like, girl, the Lord really does know I'm on a budget. So because I am obsessed with oversized sweaters right now, and because I work at a place that you have to wear 100% black with no labels, I couldn't wear my San Francisco sweater to work, even though like I was dying and itching to. I was like, I can't be getting in trouble right now. So I wanted to buy one that was work wearable, that was all black, plain, but still nice and oversized. So I went back to H&M, and now, you know what? Actually, in hindsight, all of my oversized sweaters were from H&M. I didn't mean to make them all from H&M. They just happened to make really good oversized sweaters. And I finally hunted down an oversized black normal sweater with no logos or anything. And it just so happened to be an extra large. So I was like, this is perfect. And this one was only about like $15. I know because I still have the tag on it. This one, again, was found in the men's section at H&M. Ever since I've been wearing oversized sweaters, I've been more recently shopping in the men's section, which is kind of ironic now that I think about it, because in hindsight, didn't I transition to not have to wear boy clothes anymore? Am I having a full circle moment? On the hunt for that black sweater, I actually came across this beautiful blush beauty, which is an oversized sweater from the girls section in H&M, finally. And of course, I can't resist anything blush, so I went to go look at it, thinking that it was just gonna be like a basic pink hoodie. I mean, it is basic, but the one thing I fell in love about it was that it had like rose gold detail. So on here, you can see that the zipper is like rose gold, and then it has the drawstring with the rose gold detail on it. It was the only one left, and it happened to be an extra large, so I was like, I am sold. This one actually was a little bit more pricey than the other ones. This one was like 24 bucks, but it was the only one left. And I just had to have it. But after shopping in the guys section and like spending $20 on 2 oversized sweaters and spending $30 on 1 women's, I'm like, dang, I need to shop in the guys section more. That or 2017, we could get some equality. Let's talk makeup, shall we? So my first favorite is actually a lifetime favorite, not just an October favorite. Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. The formula just makes your skin look super smooth. I get a lot of like compliments on my skin whenever I wear this foundation. It's more of a natural finish, but kind of airs more on the side of matte, but not too matte. I am absolutely living for this makeup. Falling in love with this foundation was like an uphill, downhill, back on up battle, because when this foundation first launched and work gave it to us for gratis, so they gave it to us for free, I loved it because I already was in love with the Pro Longwear regular formula, and that was my jam. And then I was like, ooh girl, waterproof, what you mean? And I loved it, but the only like downturn was that it went from like NC 35 straight to an NC 42, and I'm a tried and true NC 40, and so the 35 was going to be too light, and I knew that the 42 was going to be either too dark or too yellow. What I loved about this 42 was that it wasn't yellow, and it didn't make me look like I was straight off the Simpsons set, but at the same token, it wasn't yellow, but it was a little bit too dark for my skin. So that's why I kind of felt out of love with it the first time. But I found my love for her once more back in May when I went to Vegas, because I was like, ooh, I want to be super tan when I go, so I'm going to get a spray tan and I'm going to go get a darker foundation. And then I thought to myself, like, wait a second, you have Pro Longwear waterproof at home that makes you look super tan, and that's why you don't wear it, because you're not that tan. So I went to go get my spray tan, and this matched perfectly. And what was more perfect for it was I was going to go to Vegas, and I was probably going to go to some pool parties, or it was probably going to be like hot. And even though I don't sweat, there is a chance, and this doesn't break through sweat or water. So it was the perfect foundation for that trip, and the perfect foundation for my skin on that trip. And I've just loved it ever since. So this one is a keeper. It is tried and true, and definitely one of my favorites in makeup right now. This next product is another one of my uphill battle, in and out kind of products that I fall in and fall out of and then fall back in for. It is MAC's Studio Fix Powder Foundation. This has to be the first article of makeup I had ever bought since even wearing makeup, primarily because back in 2006, it wasn't socially acceptable to be a girl living in a boy's body and it wasn't okay to wear makeup. Thank God in 2016, that's changing a little bit more. But back in the day, I was just dying to wear makeup, but I didn't know what to wear without it being too noticeable, and Studio Fix was my go-to. Why I love it right now is because in October, I've been really loving the matte look and the matte finish. I don't like so much of like a high highlight right now, so I've been falling back in love with Studio Fix powder. Now, this next MAC product is newer to the brand, but a favorite to my life. It is the Dazzle Glass Shadow, and this specific one is in Last Dance. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what happens when you do your makeup in the bathroom and it drops onto hard tile but doesn't crack. What I love most about this is that it's this really beautiful like pink color with gold tones in it. Like it has this beautiful kind of like shimmer to it, but it also has a sparkle because it's one of my favorite shadows that I use all the time. So that is that. My next favorite in makeup is more or less a technique and a trend rather than an actual product. And that is metallic lips, which I'm wearing right now. I just learned this technique yesterday at Update. All this really is tan pigment mixed with essential oils. If you guys want a tutorial on how to create your own metallic lip at home using MAC products, let me know in the comment section below and I can do that for you guys because it's literally like a two-step process. It's like the easiest thing to create, but it still brings like a fullness and a beautiful kind of like liquid metal feel to your makeup while still kind of making it nice and glam. So that's one of my favorite things right now, definitely in October. So my birthday just passed in September, and this next favorite was given to me by my really good friend Ariane, who I used to work with at Victoria's Secret. And she gave me this adorable mirror from Victoria's Secret that says, #made you blush. I love it because it's just a cute little like accent to my vanity. And I love how the blush is written in like foiled gold. This kind of makes me want to do more like makeup tutorials so that I can hold this and do my makeup so you guys could just see that. So who knows? I might do some more tutorials just because I have this mirror. Thanks, Ariane! So because it was my birthday, my parents restocked me on one of my favorite perfumes of all time, which is J'adore by Dior. And this one was actually a gift set that came together at Macy's, I believe. And what I love about this perfume is that it just smells so feminine. I'm not positive of all of the notes in here. I know there's jasmine, but I'm not sure what much else. This is my favorite perfume to wear when I want to go out and feel feminine, or when I just want to feel like sexy and cool. Basically TLC's first album. I loved that it came with the lotion because I love to carry this around with me in my backpack because my hands get super dry. Like I said, my skin gets really, really dry, so I like to carry this around just kind of for a touch up of moisture, but also to smell good and keep the perfume lasting a little bit longer. So I definitely love these. These are like all-time favorites. Riding the coattails of fragrance, I love and have always loved my favorite, my tried and true goof-proof perfume, which is Chloe. Right now I just have the kind of like the little spray pen because I bought this again for when I was traveling because I didn't want to bring a huge like bottle with me and have them make me throw it out if anything, because I get really paranoid about that kind of stuff, even though I know my TSA travel regulations by now. So I just bought the little kind of like spray pen of Chloe. This scent I love because it's like an everyday kind of girly, feminine, but romantic scent. And it's had to have been one of my favorites for like 4 years now because you cannot go wrong with Chloe. If your perfume of choice does come in a spray pen, I definitely recommend that you grab it only because it's so perfect for like on-the-go touch-ups. I get paranoid and think that like my perfume doesn't smell anymore, so I definitely like to touch up and carry one of these with me if I'm wearing a purse or a backpack. So that is definitely one of my all-time world-renowned favorites. All right, guys, that is it. That is the end of my first favorites video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You guys know the drill. If you like it, put a thumbs up on it. And if you haven't already, click the little red button somewhere over this rainbow that says subscribe. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Actually, no, you're gonna see me. But until then, don't forget to work really hard and slay so much harder. Until next time, guys, bye.